Okay, it's a week later. It's Friday the 6th of June and I'm back at Chigwell to continue my walk along the London Loop. Today, as I mentioned last week, is for destination Harold Wood. The evening is marvellous, very warm and sunny. Unfortunately, they've given out a weather warning for tomorrow when we can expect hailstones the size of cricket balls. Well, that's according to the Daily Express, and you know what they're like for forecasting the weather. Anyway, let's get going and see how we get on today. Right, I'm in Chigwell village, which is up the road from the railway station. Apparently the village didn't get harmed by the railway coming to the town or the village. There's all the building development built up round about the station. So anyway, here, this is St Mary's Church, and over here we have a splendid pub. So I think it's a pub. So a strange name, it's called Shish. Sounds more like an Indian restaurant to me. Right, I'm in the countryside now. I bet the wind's buffing up the vocals, but it's very pleasant. And I think this is a prime example as to why I don't like this walk. So much of this walk is taken up by walking down inaccessible paths against fences next to some sort of industrial centre, waste depot or whatever. And this is no exception. Over here we've got the waterworks. I hate it. Anyway, this route for the woods is not as per described in my guidebook. Well, of course my guidebook is pretty old. But on the positive side, there are lots of good little signs pointing me in the right direction. I think there might be one coming up here. Is that one? No, it's just a post. A little way back there was a signpost that said to the Woodhenge. I didn't know what that was, it's not mentioned in the guidebook, but anyway, here it is, and quite attractive it is too, with nice carvings all around in the wood there. These big pillar ones either side, looks like some sort of spider or something. And up here there's seats on a slight mound. And there's rabbits running around. Yes. Oh, look at this one here. There's an owl, which is carved into the wood. Very good. And then we come across this lake, which doesn't appear to have a name. Right, this is Havering-Atte-Bower Forest Country Park, with this huge expanse of grassland, and then we're heading to the top of this hill. I don't suppose this shows up very well on the film, but there's a good view back into the distance, looking over the city. Well, not the city, looking over Docklands, which is directly in front in the haze. And then as you move round, there's I can see the Shard and the city as well. And then of course there's some flats from Chigwell or whatever the place is called. Right, it wouldn't be the London Loop without there being a golf course, would it? So this is coming out of the golf course, and we're looking now over towards Havering Country Park, which is the trees on the hill, and the flats there in the distance, and the residential buildings is Romford. Nice colours. Now walking through Havering Country Park. And these trees on either side of this drive are the Chigwell mighty redwood trees, the ones that were discovered during the Californian gold rush. Apparently there's 100 of them that line this avenue, which used to lead to Havering Park Mansion. And this is the second largest plantation of the giant redwood in this country. Made famous, of course, by Monty Python. Right, I've now arrived at Havering-Atte-Bower, and I'm presently standing on the green. Behind me is a Victorian flint church. Oh, with a tree in front of it. And there's the green, and the sun setting over the green. And over here, now apparently it's the stocks which you put your foot through, and the wooden post is a whipping post. And now we can actually see the church with the sun setting behind. Right, it's quarter to 9, and I've done about 7 miles, and I've got another 4 miles to go. I've really got to speed up, because otherwise it's going to get dark and I'm not going to know where I'm going. So I don't intend to do much more videoing, so I'll film one last bit at the end. I've managed to catch up quite well, and I'm now walking through green parkland next to a little river. This is the area that's known as Harold Hill, which then leads on to Harold Wood. It's 10. I've just made it to Harold Wood station. Oh look, the train's just arriving. So just a traditional bit. See you next week, same place, same time.